with me and Chuck and Flav and meeting Flav, so it was all very memorable, man.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Now, in the mid 90s, you had some rappers start to pass away. And yesterday we had a rapper in Chicago, FBG Duck, that was killed. Did you see this trend of hip hop coming in the early days? Did it start to feel dangerous when you were talking to these people?
When we lost when Tupac died, my eyes got huge because there were a number of theories going around about who was involved, and all of them could have been credible, from all the way from gang members on up through to the FBI, because of who he was. And I realized that we had, at that point, our culture had taken the place of rock stars. There was nobody. We were influencing the culture more than the rock stars a generation before. You did have Michael Jackson and so on and so forth, but MTV and all them tried to be as rock heavy and oriented as possible. If you think about it today, you can't find a white boy with a guitar. All of them rapping. Jack Harlow. They all of them.
Right.
So those trends started early, and just like anything else in America, when Tupac died and then Biggie died right after that, I knew that controlling gun violence in hip hop was going to be a tough thing. It was going to be something. Not, I don't want to say a tough thing. Let me say this. It was going to be something that we were going to be wrestling with for a good while, simply because of what people believed the industry was, what rappers thought you had to do and be to be in the industry. And there was a lot of, there's a lot of street shit. Let's keep it real, street shit that comes along with that, for better or for worse. Street culture looks great. Street culture is great when it's a painting up in a museum, or it's a song coming out of radio. Street culture, however, when it comes down to 3 o'clock in the morning in front of the club and there's a dispute, you already know what you dealing with and what you working with. So and I remember at that time, I went on television and said that this is a sign from God that we got work to do to straighten our shit out, or we're going to be dealing with this. And some people got what I was saying. Most people thought I was sounding like an old ass man.
Right. You're right. that makes sense. Do you ever have survivor's remorse? Because you've interviewed Kobe, you've interviewed Tupac, you've interviewed Biggie.
Todd, that's a great question. Nah, what I have is, when those things pop up, I have an examination of my own mortality. It could be me tomorrow. Kobe didn't know it was gonna be him that day. He had no idea. Pun didn't think he was gonna die. Nobody, you don't know. So for me, what it gives is, no survivor's guilt, but more of an examination of my own mortality. What did I do with my time? If I died tomorrow, what did I do with my time while I was here on the planet? Did I spend it in a way that was impactful or uplifting or positive or something good? Did I do something good while I was here? Is what I think about when those things pop off. I always, of course, feel bad. I remember the day Heavy D died, I cried, man. My wife looked at me like I was crazy. She was like, "You didn't even know him that good." I said, "I know him good enough." And she had never seen me break down like that. But it hurt. He was such a good guy. I was like, nah, not him. Come on, man. So that's what happens when that pops off for me. I don't feel some survivor's guilt, because my parents told me that how hard it is just to be a black man in America every single day. And the odds are already stacked against me. So I don't feel good. I don't feel bad about surviving, but I do mourn those losses and think about my own mortality.